Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. For those of you that are new, I'm Luann. I live in Middle Tennessee. I have a grown son, and we have 5 Boston Terriers. 4 are babies. They're just a few weeks old. And, of course, the mama and the daddy. We live, at the moment, I'm living with my son. We are under construction, so occasionally in the videos you will have heard hammering, sawing, what have you. Other videos you may hear, me yell, take cover. I don't know. But for the bigger part of last week, we had a lot of storms in our area. So I posted a video one of the days. It was an evening, and I don't like storms that come after dark because you can't see the storm. I don't like tornado storms anyways, but we'd already been under tornado watches and warnings throughout the week, and then all was calm, and we were expecting storms, but we didn't think anything major. Well, the sirens start blaring as I was corrected in my post. When I posted the video, I said sirens glaring, and I was so nicely corrected. I'm sorry. I was nervous. I posted the video after the scare of whatever was going on. Like I said, we knew a storm, but we didn't think it was going to be like a hairy situation. So I walk outside to throw something in the trash can, and the sirens are going off. As I told my son, I said, the sky's black. He said, Mom, it's nighttime. Yes. So I was nervous. The sky looked dark. You couldn't really see anything except the lightning every so often. The sirens were blaring, and it was scary. It was just scary. So, of course, me being the picture taker, I'm standing here with my camera, my phone, looking at the clouds, which you couldn't see the clouds. All you could see is the lightning in I guess, wherever it was at, and the sirens blaring. So we were nervous. It must have been just because of the storm that they were trying to warn us that it was, maybe a dangerous thunderstorm or what have you. But we'd already taken cover once during the week, my neighbor and I and all the fur children, because of there was a tornado in the area. It didn't hit our town, but it hit the one in the next town over. I know it done some damage on some homes, and that's all I really know. But yeah, most of last week we were under the watches and the warnings. So this week we've had a lot of rain. Humidity, it's cold, but yet it's kind of sticky feeling, and the humidity's high. Yesterday was so hard to breathe. I would go outside and try to sit with Biggs and Sophie, and it was just, it wasn't hot unless you were in the sun, but it was just humid. You could just feel the humidity in there. So enough about the weather. It's a rainy day here. Trying to get some things done. My friend is coming over after a while. I think we're going to have lunch here, and then a couple of weeks we're going to go out to lunch and meet up with another one of our friends. So that'll be a lot of fun. Crochet wise, I kind of took a hiatus from crocheting for about a month. I had really, I was struggling. I was struggling with making videos for YouTube. I was struggling with crocheting. I just did not desire to crochet. I would watch some crochet videos, but I wasn't feeling it. And so then I guess about the middle part of last week, I thought, I've got to snap out of this. I've got to snap out of this. So I picked up the thread and I started crocheting on a beanie. And I've gotten this far on this one. So then I get the bright idea that I'm gonna do bucket hats. I thought, well, it's summer, I'm gonna do bucket hats. So I'm still not sure if this one's gonna be a bucket hat. Let me know what you think. I wanted red, white, and blue. But I believe the white is just gonna, the white by itself on here, to me, is just gonna, and I still have some little straggly ends to pop in. I believe the white by itself is just gonna be too bright. So I'm thinking maybe, see if you can see the color any better. And it looks a little wonky because I don't have it turned right or anything. Tell me what you think. Maybe take some of the blue and the white and variegate it in another, maybe a single crochet row or a double crochet or half double crochet. Let me know what you think. Should this be just a beanie for the summer or should it be a bucket hat? Please let me know your comments. Then I have some of the yarn for the baby blanket that I'm gonna do. And I love these two colors together. And I'm hoping I have some maybe yellow to mix in, or I have some green, but I don't have it in here, I don't think. It's kind of a sage or a mint green, and I think that would be really pretty with those two colors. As far as the pattern, I'm probably going to do the same design that I'm working on for the light blanket, which will be a granny square cluster, and then the next round will be double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and then your next round you don't have any spaces because your next row will be the granny cluster over the chain 3. So I'm thinking maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I just have not figured that part out yet. I'm still working on the other blanket. Everything's kind of disshuffled at the moment because we are, and I know I've mentioned this several times, we are under construction. So let me pitch that over there out of the way. I've kind of got some things just kind of rearranged. So I've got to get busy on that one. I don't need it until probably sometime the later part of July. So that one I'm not panicked about. The baby blanket needs to be done July because the baby's due in July. I would like to have it to her before the baby's born, but it may be after. Then I've got a doily that goes to a friend of mine that lives in Branson, around the Branson, Missouri area. So let me know how you mail your items. Do you physically go to the post office and mail them, or do you download the app and weigh them yourself and put postage on them? How do you do that? Please let me know. I'm struggling with that right now because I just dread trying to mail something. Even here within the state of Tennessee, I mailed a doily, I think, to Knoxville about 2 months ago. I think it was like $5 or $10. It was just, I mean, a very lightweight doily. So you know, how do you mail your items? Please leave me a comment in the comment section. My allergies are aggravating me today. But that's really all I've got going on right now, is trying to work up the two blankets. If I'm going to do a bucket hat with the red, white, and blue, or am I just going to do red and blue? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I don't want anything too flashy or poppy. At first, I thought of doing a whole red, white, and blue granny bucket hat. I thought that would be so cute, and then I thought, well, you know, will people really want that? Because the white against that red and the blue is really going to be bright. So, like I said, I may variegate. When I say maybe variegate myself, is adding a strand of the blue and a strand of the white together and crochet that in. it kind of makes a variegated row. Most of you that crochet, I love variegated yarns. I really do. But in a beanie, anything that you really have to see your stitches, it's a little difficult. So I don't use variegated a lot unless I make my own. Because of the stitches, I have cataract, so, you know, it's kind of touch and go. Sometimes I have to pull up the stitch and say, did I hit that stitch? Or, you know, there's a hole. Oh man, getting older. I thought we were supposed to have fun and go on trips, and I just don't know what happened. But please let me know about the bucket hat. Do you think I should do maybe a row towards the end? Should it be a bucket hat or a beanie? And let me push this up here so that'll kind of be light. And then if it's a beanie, should I do like a row of the blue and the white together? Or a row of the red and white together? Should I do the bucket hat or just finish it for the beanie? The baby blanket, like I said, for right now, nothing is set in stone because I've changed my mind 2 or 3 times. I've just really struggled with the pattern. Somebody mentioned maybe not do a granny cluster, granny square because of the fingers poking through and the little toes. But I think most of the time when you have a small baby, especially a newborn, you would put a receiving blanket, I would, between a crocheted item and the baby. I mean, that's my thoughts. You know, let me know yours. I just have not, I loved the moss stitch, but I thought, I don't really know. And then I thought the houndstooth, you know, do a double crochet and a single crochet, and then the next row you do a single crochet over the double and a double over the single. Makes the houndstooth, makes it really pretty. And I still can do that. You know, I can do 1 row of the brown, 1 row of the blue, and then do 1 row of the green. I don't really know yet. I think that might be really cute. I could do a swatch and see. Last week, like I said, I had started the pink one probably a month ago and didn't work on it. And then I picked it back up last week and I thought, well, I need to crochet. And then I had a beautiful, beautiful, and it's way over there. It's kind of a darky pink and white, and I done like the middle part of the granny square. I was going to do a granny square bucket hat. I done it in pink, and then the next one I done white and pink together, and then I was going to alternate it, but it was making it so stiff, and it was taking up a lot of area, a lot of yarn to get the top part of the beanie done. It was just taking an excessive amount. So I really just like the double crochet as far as a beanie. And I'm still contemplating, do I want to do a bucket hat or do I just want to do a beanie? Like I said, please leave me your thoughts and comments below. That's really all I've got going right now. I have several works in progress that I've not been focused. I have just really not. I took a break for about a month. I just did not want to crochet, had no desire. Really struggled with even staying on YouTube. I was really going through a rough patch. And then Carrie, the Yarny Elephant, if you've never checked her channel out, I suggest you check her out. I love Carrie. She's so precious. Her and Maureen My Crochet Story, Froggy Went a Knitting, Daniel with the Paw Ply Guys, I think is his channel. I'll link it in the description box. I do a shout out to all of them occasionally, and I keep sliding over, and I'm sorry. This couch is sleek, and I slump and then I just slide. But they're all so wonderful. Carrie called me, I guess it's been about 2 weeks ago, and she said, hey, people are worried about you. Now, she stopped in the middle of her live stream to call me and check on me, and I appreciate that, Carrie, because I've really struggled with even crocheting, staying on YouTube, just really going through a rough patch. And I thought, well, I don't want to be a weak person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just like give up. And I thought, I just need to keep pushing my crochet. I just need to keep crocheting, because I've been crocheting since I was 10 years old. You know, I love crochet, but like I said, I had just lost my oomph. I just did not want to crochet. So thank you, Carrie. Thank you for loving me and caring enough about me that you called to check on me and see how I was doing, and you gave me that inspiration and that encouragement, and I really, really, really appreciate that. My cousin that dropped a huge bag of yarn, and I don't know if I've told you in this video. If I have already spoken this, please forgive me, because I have made multiple videos this morning. My sweet, precious cousin had her husband bring me a huge grocery garbage bag full of yarns. Every kind of yarn in the book. There's sparkles, there's flecks, there's all sorts, and I love it. That's what I'm doing this with. There's Hobby Lobby, brand new skeins of yarn, beautiful yarns. I was so excited. Carrie had given me a set of new hooks that I'm using. This is one of them right here. They're the clover hooks, and I love it. This is the 4.5. And I'm not sure if my camera is even focusing this morning. It's dark in here, overcast outside, so. But I thank them for caring about me. And so that was like two little birdies on my shoulders, like, keep going, keep going. Carrie and Marie, thank you so much. Like I said, I'll put in the description box Carrie's channel, and Maureen and Mara, Mindfully Crochet, Froggy Went a Knitting, Daniel with the Paw Ply Guys. Of course, you know I love Play Hooky with Me. I love her tutorials. I watch Bag O Day faithfully. There's so many that I love to watch. And then I'm finding some new things that I'm enjoying, and I'm gonna link those in the description box. If you want to watch travel, I've been watching cruise ship travel. I don't know if I'll ever get to go on a cruise, a big boat, and be on a cruise ship. I would love it. I would love it. But I have been watching this couple called Suman and Joyce. I'm going to link them in the description box as well. I love them. They are hilarious. Their videos are just not long enough. I mean, I want like 2 hours of them. They're hilarious. He'll wear a cap that says I'm not Joyce, and she'll wear one I'm not Suman. They're just so hilarious, and I love their videos. So I will link them. And then I have found one, I believe her, and I'm going to link her too, Life with D-E-E, I think. I'm going to link that. I love her videos, and they're short, very short, but she usually has some things like thinking outside the box. She shared a poem by Rebecca Hemsley. It's called Let Them, and I love that. I will try my best to link Rebecca's poems in the description box. I love to watch travel channels. I love to watch the ones where they're walking, like walking in London, Switzerland, Italy. I love that because those are places that I'll probably never see with my natural eyes, but I can see them on YouTube eyes. And I love that. And the good part about watching these travel videos is they take you to all these places and you're just sitting in the comfort of your own home, you know. And because trying to find all those places, excuse me, I mean, it would take days and weeks, and they're doing it for us. And I love that. I love to hear I'll get it out in a minute, their narrations, their monologues. I love it. Simone and Joyce, I love them. They keep you laughing and smiling. So a lot of these, you're in the comfort of your own home. You know, support their channels. Subscribes. It costs you nothing to subscribe. Now, if you want to become a member or buy them a coffee or anything like that, that's up to you. By the way, if you want to buy me a coffee, I have Buy Me a Coffee and Ko-fi. Everybody locally and on my Facebook page knows I'm obsessed with coffee. I share memes all the time of memes, whatever you call them, all the time of coffee. So anyways, I keep saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I normally will have a list of things I need to say and talk about, but that kind of went out the window, so to speak, earlier whenever I was doing all these video takes. I don't know that I could do a live. Carrie has been urging me to do a live, and I just don't know that I'm ready for lives. There's so much going on around here. You know, with the live, it's hard to stop and then restart. So it would be like every few seconds, pause, take 5. Oh my word. The babies are asleep now. We still have 4. We're still trying to find forever homes. Now, we're picky. We're very picky. We've had some people look at us real strange. You know, like, are you going to keep them crated all day and night? We let these little monkeys run wild. Sometimes we open the door and just, they're all over the place. And then other times they are contained to one 6-foot by 2-foot area because I don't want them to get hurt. I don't want them to be stepped on, and I walk weird anyway. So they're spoiled. They're spoiled little munchkins. We take them outside when my son's with me because he can run. I can't run. Let something get after him and I probably would run. I mean, I'm sure that I would run to protect him, but I don't know how fast I would be. But when he's here, we take him outside. We take him in the backyard, let him run wild. We take him in the front yard. They're hilarious. You have never partied until you party with the Boston Terrier. They have so much fun. I mean, they are so much fun. I take water bottles. I'll take 5 or 6 water bottles out and keep them because they'll flip their water bowl. They'll turn it over or they'll stand in it and walk around in it. They're hilarious. They really are. So the other day, I set an empty bottle down till I could throw it away. I looked and 3 or 4 of them was running with trying to hang on to that water bottle. So now that's the big fun thing for them to play with is the toys they've already taken to the yard and the empty water bottles. They're so funny. They're hoots. They really are. I'm going to get off from here. I keep rambling as I so often do. Leave me comments how you mail your packages. And should that be a bucket hat or just a red and blue beanie, or should I add white on it? Leave me your comments. The thoughts about the baby blanket, I'm still taking suggestions. I just have not. you know, I struggled with what colors I wanted, and then in that bag that my sweet precious cousin Marie had me brought, I think I have all the yarn I need for that baby blanket. I don't think I'll have to go get any more. I hope everyone has a safe rest of the week. I don't know that I'll get back on. I may, you know, it's just according. Pray we find good homes for the babies. They need good homes, forever homes, not just somebody that's, I had somebody come by last week and I could tell right off the bat she was not dependable. She was not, because for 2 or 3 days we were expecting her to show up. She finally showed up and she's, you know, just real wishy-washy. So we're very picky. I don't want somebody that's going to get them and then 2 weeks later decide, oh, you know, they need more care than I have. It's like having a child. You know, you have a child forever. Now they grow up, they get married, or they leave the nest and whatever. But you don't have a child and then 2 weeks later, oh man, this is more work than I thought, you know. Hello. Hello. So we're picky about who these babies go to. So we need good forever homes, and we found 3 good forever homes already. And so I'm just trusting God that the right ones will come along and take these little babies and spoil them and be good to them, and they'll be, we call them little fat cats when they go. And I love getting the pictures and the videos. I have my cousin took one, and she's so faithful to send me pictures and videos often of Sky. And then little Biscuit is in Kentucky. She's with her family in Kentucky, and her mommy sends me pictures of her. Cutest little things. And then there's a couple in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and they took little Sophie. So the mama's name is Sophie, and so the baby's name is Sophie. We called her Scarlett Johansson. I know the construction workers would get so tickled at me calling her Scarlett instead of Johansson. I'd say Johansson, little Scarlett Johansson, and oh, they'd just laugh. They thought that was so funny. But little Scarlett is now little Sophie. So we got pictures of her last weekend, and we were so excited. So we need forever homes for these babies. They deserve that. Cute as they can be. They're hilarious. If they see me move of the mornings, game over. Game over, because they scream until Nanny feeds them and gives them more water, which they flipped 500 times. That's okay. Nanny will fill it up 500 more times. They're hilarious. They'll run over and they'll flip it, just like you're flipping a coin or a game. Water goes everywhere. That's okay. Nanny will fill it up again. I keep a water bottle handy. God bless you all. Stay safe. Stay safe. If there's bad storm warnings, don't try to wait it out. Get to a safe place. You know, right now is bad weather season apparently, and so I had a whole thing packed last week to take to the basement, and my little cousin, she has a tornado kit packed. She has flashlights for the kids, and then of course they have their pillows. They all get in the hallway. They have a gymnastics mat. It's like a bouncy mat they put up over their head. And then she said the other day, she said, if we are under a tornado warning, she said, I'm going to get the twin mattress and put that up there too, so that they're all protected with that. And then they all had their little squishmallow pillows and their little tablets and their flashlights, and they were fine. They were fine. They had a little Sky and Chase and Jake, and they were all fine. So be prepared. You know, if you have a basement, keep some things like bottled water, flashlights, candles, matches, backup power bricks to charge your phones. So I've got to find one for my new phone. I had one for my old one, but I don't know that my new one will charge on that, and I've got to find it. I don't know where it is. Things have been so, oh my word. There's days I struggle to find clothes. I kid you not. The other day I went to the basement and I thought, where's my clothes? What have I done with them? They're here. It's just me finding them. But everybody have a good rest of the week. Happy Wednesday. Stay safe. Enjoy your lunch. Be kind. Do good deeds. It's getting hot weather again. Remember your postal workers and your delivery service people. Let me do some special shout outs. I mentioned the yarn and the call from Carrie, and I love them so much. Last week, my little cousin saved me twice in one day, and then one of the local delivery drivers, and I won't mention the company, saved me. It was a rough week last week with the tornadoes and the storms and all that, so I was already anticipating, you know, the bad weather and this and that, and I had ordered puppy pads. Now, to a lot of you, that's not a big deal, but to me, it's a big deal because our washer has been on the fritz for 2 months now. We're still waiting for Lowe's to decide that they're going to go ahead and let us come and get another washer because we did buy the protection plan. We waited for the parts. That's a whole new story. Anyways, so I have to use a lot of disposable pads as well as I use washable. Now the washing machine that we're having to rent to get them clean normally fits probably 2 at one time. So it takes a lot to take care of babies, you know, and we keep them clean. We have disposable and washable. So I was struggling. That day, for some reason, I had ordered them, but I'd ordered them a day later than what I should have had. I should have ordered the puppy pads a day sooner than what I did to get them here. Anyways, 12:19, I get a text, a notification on my phone that the pads had been delivered. So I get up, I go outside, no pads. Look on the front porch, no pads. I thought, oh my word. So I text my cousin, I said, well, it says they've been delivered, but they're not here. She said, well, maybe that's like a pre-delivery text. So I said, okay, I'm just going to sit outside. Waited and waited. I called Walmart.com. They said, oh, they've been delivered. They're on the wooden deck with the brick. I said, we have no wooden deck anywhere on our property. We have no brick on our property. I mean, we've got some brick down there at the fire pit area, but no brick on the house. She said, the picture shows a wooden deck. No worries, ma'am. No worries, ma'am. And I said, no worries. I have 4 babies inside that I've got to change. And I can't. I was just putting washables down and having to change that out. Well, with the washing machine situation, I was running low on pads because I couldn't take time out to go down there and wash them and waiting on all this. So it was a mess. I mean, I was panicked. I was so nervous. My little cousin has a DoorDash sent to my door with a pack of pads. Who does that for somebody? She does, because she thinks. I was between tears and laughing with excitement because I was so thankful. In the meantime, before those got here, the local delivery person, a sweet little girl, she delivers a package across the street. Well, it was like a envelope size. So I'm panicked. I'm spazzing, as I say. I'm hollering at her, please help me. I bet she's thinking, oh no, this old woman, what does she need help with? I said, please help me. It says, you know, Walmart says that the delivery has been delivered on a wooden deck. You say we have no wooden deck with brick. I look across the street. They have a wooden deck porch with brick, but there was no package. I said, the only thing I can think of is maybe they got out there and got the package before and they've just got it in their house. I don't know. Please help me. Can you please find out where they delivered it? So she said, I'll see what I can do. So she left. So I gave up. I just came back inside. Well, after the new ones that my cousin had sent were delivered, I just came inside. I thought, well, you know, there's nothing more I can do about those. I'll just have to wait and order. And I was fixing to place another Walmart.com order. Now, the reason it comes from Walmart.com is I usually get a pack that's got 150, and they're small at one time. So it usually takes 2-3 days to get them here. I hear this knock on the door, and I'm FaceTiming my little cousin, thanking her for the pad she sent, and talking to her and her little boy, and seeing the puppy, and they're seeing the puppies here and all the chaos around here. And the delivery girl had found the pads, tracked them down, and brought the box here. I was so thankful. So thank you, my sweet little delivery driver. Thank you, my little cousin Jessica, for saving me. She saved me twice that day, my little cousin did, because once was the bad storm. After all of this, she called and she said, we're under tornado watch or warning. Get to your basement. Because she knows it takes me a few minutes because I have 4 babies I've got to attend to. So I got the small crate, put them in it. The older 2 will follow me. But the smaller 4, I had to put them in a crate. So we got to the basement. I got my neighbor and his dog to the basement. So we were fine. My son got home safe. I was texting my little cousin. I was texting my other cousin, are y'all okay? Because the storms are heading your way. And so it was one of those days that you were just trying to keep in touch with people in the path of the storm. So Jessica saved me twice that day. She saved me twice, and I thank her so much, and I thank the sweet little delivery girl that tracked that box down. I mean, who does that? Most of them will pass the buck. You know, not everybody, not most of them, but a lot of them will, because they don't have time. It's not their fault. They don't have time to get out and chase your package down. She chased my package down. She said that was the only thing I could think of is you live on north this street and this was on north that street. And she chased that package down. And I was so thankful because I had plenty of pads. So the moral of that story is stay weather aware. Order puppy pads way in advance. And I've got to put another order in. I'm not low, but I don't want to get low again. I ordered food this morning. That'll be here about 1 o'clock. So yeah. Me and Walmart are friends. They usually know me. Especially Walmart.com. It's like, okay, what can I help you with today? It's like, help me, help me. So we've got all that worked out, I think, this week. So we're okay. Just stay weather aware and make sure you order your packages in enough time that you're not struggling like I did. Oh, I was panicked. I was so panicked. I thought, man, what will I do? So when I got to the basement, I hurriedly went over and I started a load of pads so that I could get those washed up. So yeah, now if Lowe's will just come through on their end of the bargain that they said. I mean, I've heard for several days since the 9th that they're going to replace the washing machine because the part has been on back order, and apparently the part doesn't exist anymore for that washing machine. So I like the old-fashioned washing machines that you pull the button out or push it in and turn it and start it and you just leave it. The ones with the big thing in the top that catches all the lint and gunk, you know, I love those washing machines. They sometimes would walk across the room because they would get uneven, but that was okay. You could just push them back over. They all had the long hoses, so you had plenty of room to work with. the new ones, when we rented this machine that's in the basement now, I might pay $25 for that machine. My son's paying over $100 just to rent it for a month, and we've had to rent it 2 months. The hose that's on the back, I think is like 2 foot. I think it's a 2-foot hose that's made onto it. You know, the old ones, you bought the hose and you could get them 6, 8, 10, get them long because you knew they were going to walk. Now you have no room. It's made to go straight into your wall for the drain, and that's it. Please make appliances last. I will see you next time. I've rattled on enough. Bye. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. I wanted to say I hope that everyone had a wonderful, happy Mother's Day and a wonderful weekend this last weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. I had a beautiful card from my son on Sunday. Big old giant iced coffee. And he was going to take me out to lunch, but I just wanted to stay home and spend time with him. So I was just thankful to have that time with him on Sunday. So I think we're going to go out to eat later. But every day, he makes every day special for me. It's wonderful being his mother. It's wonderful having him as my son, and I'm just so thankful for him. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, a happy Mother's Day, and I will see you back later with more Crochet with Lulu. Bye-bye.